Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we got some more news, man. We got the big events. We also have some good news about rhythm shooting. But before we get into that video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. As like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your notification game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video, okay? So, have a lot of information to give out here, but I do not want to be long-winded. So, as you see, I have my man Chris ZT. He says, how on earth does 2K let 60 overalls play like 99s in Basketball Godz? What is going on? Now, if you did not play any events of the basketball event this past weekend, you probably dodged a bullet, because it was, when I say it was a shit show, it was a shit show, all right? So, this is how it's broken down, man. I'm not lying to you. So it is skill-based matchmaking based upon your panel, okay? So if you went in there with your gold, with red panels, you were playing nothing but red panels. So of course you were not going to be able to get the, it's going to be very difficult to get a long streak. So what people started doing was just making new builds, playing with, trying to get a black panel or, just a brown panel, that type of deal, right? Or banner, whatever you call it, right? And what was happening is people were finding out that you didn't even have to, you could just make a brand new build, be a 60 overall, and still be able to shoot and do anything and everything you wanted to, okay? This is not a lie, and I'm gonna show you right now. So as you see, my man says, Orlando says, is this by design? And then this is an AI. So what happened is, an AI ended up loading up in the game, and as you can see, it's a 7-foot center AI. His close shots 99, driving layups 99, driving dunk 99, standing dunks 99, right? But this wasn't just for the AIs. It was for you too. If you went in there as a 60 overall, you were a 99 everything. Everybody had everything. You were getting, when you shot, and you had, Legend three-pointer was popping up. Legend Limitless was popping up. Legend badges was popping up. I mean, everybody were demigods in there. Now, we don't know if that was by design, which I strongly doubt that was by design. Just don't have a 60 overall go on there and this a 99 overall. So it was an error, but it wasn't even fixed and it wasn't even addressed. That's the big thing. It wasn't even addressed. 2K didn't say anything about it. Like, it was just like the weekend was going on. It was just, social media wasn't on fire. We didn't hear anything, all right? We didn't hear not a peep, okay? Now, we're gonna take it to the next level because my man Bash Plug actually has gameplay, okay? So, as we see right here, this is a 60 overall right there. I just want you to see, getting rebounds. It's a 60 overall. Easy money. And as you see, Legend, rebounder, and chaser is popping up. This is crazy. Look how high he's jumping everything. That's a 60 overall. And the only thing I'm gonna say is this, is that I went in there on a 60 overall. My homeboy went in there with a 60 overall, and then the point guard went in there as a maxed out build. And the funny thing is, he didn't even have to do that. All you had to do was literally make a Pro Tools build that had animations, a decent jump shot animation, because you had a 993 ball. Reason why a lot of people were missing, or not a lot of people were missing, people were trying to go in there with like one main build. If you should have went in there with all 60 overalls, because and with Pro Tune builds, and just knew what the base was, because by you going in there with a red plate, you were going to play somebody that had skill. But if you all were black plate 60 overalls going in there, you were going to be cooking with a Pro Tune build, and that is going to be the juice. But I'm pretty sure next event is not going to be like that. But if it, for some reason, 2K wanted people to go in there with any build and it be maxed out, then that will be the wave. Everybody picking a Pro Tune build, trying to figure out what jumper it is. Like, for instance, like the, was it like the 3-point Titan Pro Tune build? It had KD base. I was cooking with grease with that thing. 60 overall sparking with KD base, right? So if you had one of those, you're good. If you made this a basic 60 overall and just had like some basic base jump shot on there, you're probably going to be having a hard time shooting because you just don't know the release, or it's like some funky release. But if you get a Pro Tune build that had a really comp release, then you were going to have a pretty decent time. But at the end of the day, it was terrible. Very terrible experience. My man Splash said the same thing. He said, nah, for real, nobody going to talk about 60 overalls having max badges in Basketball Godz. Again, Everybody was talking about it. I could literally have tabbed over 300, right? Creators, big and small, talking about this. It was absolutely frustrating. You could not go on there. First of all, having skill-based matchmaking, once again, in an event is not, especially an event that is about win streaks. You do not want skill-based matchmaking in an event. There is no purpose for it at all. Now, if you want to do skill-based matchmaking for your teammates, right? So if I went in there and I'm a red plate and I sit in there for a while because it's waiting for 2 other random red plates to come in, that's cool. But I don't want to load up with red plates and then have to turn around and play red plates for a streak. It just doesn't work like that. It's not fair, right? It's not fair at all. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be fixed. It's going to be changed. But that is absolutely one of the worst experiences I've ever had playing an event. I didn't even play the event. And if you were looking on Twitter and Twitch, a lot of people just stopped playing and just went back into the theater playing the 2 times rep with the, American Express event, 3v3 where you get the double, that's like double or nothing. People were doing that, and other people were just going back doing their normal routine because people just gave up on that because there was just not a fun experience. But I want to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comment section. How do y'all feel about this? Did you play in the event? Did you run the 60 overall? I'm curious to know about your experiences, but if you did not and you did not know about this, you dodged a bullet, okay? I'm gonna let you know you dodged a bullet, all right? Now, we also have my man Hank the Tank. He brings up the top rep board, and as you can see, Cash Out is number 7 now, and as you can see, Enzo's not even here. You got like China number 1, DD, AA, all this weird stuff. These are hackers, right? It's completely filled with PC hackers, Zenners, and boosters. How do hackers from PC even end up on the leaderboard? That is not supposed to happen. The leaderboard is only supposed to be for console. So once again, somehow people from PC, which is, again, we talk about this all the time. PC, the reason why PC gets such a bad rap is because it is one of the easiest hackable things, known to man, right? Like, PC games get hacked and modded so easily. Console, it's extremely difficult. So they always kept it separate. That's why, it takes like 6 years before, a new PC 2K game to come out. And it's stuff like this, because now the dev team and now, 2K has to put in, the man hours to combat hacking on PC when they already got their hands full with just the console and the quality of life of the game itself on the console side. So we all know Cash Out is definitely number 1. Enzo's number 2 still. Obviously, this is the weekend, but I'm pretty sure y'all be watching this on Monday, but I'm doing this on a Sunday. But, you'll think that sometime on Monday or early Tuesday, this will be fixed. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a constant thing of hackers getting on the leaderboard, being taken away, hackers on the leaderboard, being taken away, hackers on the leaderboard, being taken away. Very frustrating here, but now if you go look on your thing, I'm pretty sure you're going to see the leaderboard is not what it's supposed to be, okay? And you also see that everybody on the leaderboard is Xbox, by the way, right? Yeah, Xbox players. Just want to put that out there. It's all Xbox. Come on, Microsoft. Let's do better, okay? But now let's talk about the one that's very important here. This is the one I want everybody to see, okay? So, NBA 2K Labs dropped a bombshell. But I already knew about this. If you watched my videos, if you watched some of my videos in the beginning, and I talked about Rhythm shooting, I said this. But some of y'all saw it, some of y'all heard it, and it was like, dang, for real? And others probably just let it go. But if I bring it up now, you're going to be like, oh, wow. All right? So, let's talk about it. Let's watch this one first, okay? Let's watch it as we go. All right. So basically, this is why rhythm shooting is so good, is because you actually can release it earlier and get a very high percentage of making it, whereas you press square or early or late release. So again, it is very more forgiving using the rhythm shooting than it is for just pressing square, but it gets even better, okay? So All right, so this is what you're looking at right here is just using square, okay? Look at this, you see all this right here? It looks good, right? But look at Rhythm shooting. I'm gonna be quiet again and look at Rhythm shooting.
Now compared to Rhythm shooting, the button green window looks fairly minuscule. The green window for the button was 69 milliseconds, and when it comes to Rhythm shooting with perfect timing, you now have a green window of about 115 milliseconds. Not only is your green window about 70% larger, the center make percentages are up closer to 80%.
Did y'all hear that? 70% larger than pressing square. 70% larger, 80% make rate in the pure green window. Absolutely, positively insane, right? 2K is making a statement loud and clear. They want you to use Rhythm shooting. They do not want you to use square. Okay, I'm gonna end it with this last one real quick.
So when it's all said and done, putting these two windows on one chart, you can really see why Rhythm shooting is far superior to button shooting. The new Rhythm shooting mechanic in NBA 2K25 rewards players who can master the push timing and tempo relationship. For the best results, master your push timing first, and then find a comfortable tempo to see what feels most natural for your play style.
All right. So again, as you see here, you press the square button in red. Look how small that is. You do Rhythm shooting. Look how big that is. That's why I've been saying over and over again, get used to doing Rhythm shooting. And then with anything, worst come to worst, be quick on your Rhythm shooting. Do not be slow. So just always try to be faster on your release, because you still have a higher chance of making it than by going late and getting to the outside of the green window and late. You want to be either early or right in the green window. All right, but regardless, this is a massive, 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 massive boost, and definitely a motivating factor to understand Rhythm shooting. You can also do this for your hop jumpers, for your leaners, for your fades. You can do Rhythm shooting for every single form of shooting in this game. But now I want to talk about the thing that's really sucks. And that is the fact is I did in my last video, we talked about how people have scripts now for Rhythm shooting. So that's the reason why, you know, again, it's frustrating, because Rhythm shooting was supposed to be a way to negate people from cheating, from pressing the square button. They took away the shot meter and all that. But now you have Rhythm shooting scripts that people are now have a very big green window, and they're cheating using that very big green window. So once again, you know, a few rotten apples spoil the bunch, because now we're in a situation that something that is just really good right here, which is definitely more skill-based, okay? It's definitely more skill-based, because, and let's be honest, I guarantee you, I'll say like 90% of my viewers aren't doing this, okay? I'm one of the few that does this because I want to master it, because I know how amazing it could be. But now, with people cheating on it, it just, once again, 2K has to figure out a way to negate, once again, the scripts for automatic green windows. So I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about that. Let me know in the comment section about the Basketball Godz. Let me know about the hacking on PC with leaderboards. And then, of course, I'm also curious to know about what you think about this Rhythm shooting information we just got from 2K Labs. Shout out to them. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with a banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon with a banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.